It all started really with a girl called Elizabeth who went out and did a gap year and came back and showed me the pictures of Martin and Beena and the work they were doing. At the time they were looking after children in very difficult conditions, and really from that point I really felt convicted that this was something to get stuck into. I can remember the first time I went there I saw a little boy, Ben, who just came in off the streets, and he sort of came in and he had sores all over his face. And I learned his mother had, I think, very quickly passed away. She was an AIDS victim, and he came in, and he was a real wretch of a lad, really, when he came in. And then the second time when I went back, he was there in his school uniform, messing around, kicking a football around with the other boys, looking like a normal, happy boy. And it was a very emotional experience, really, just seeing what a difference was being made in these children's lives.
Don't push, one by one go.
They were not going to school from day one, and most of them have got into school last year or previous year. So they need a lot of backup help to pick up their basic skills. So it's been a real work. I mean, not only us back in the home, but also for the teachers who made a commitment in the school to teach this kind of children. They have to treat them very uniquely. But you know, we have some good schools that have taken up the challenge, and they didn't turn their back to these kids. They also, I believe, they have this heart.
We have this girl came to us at the age of 11. She was about to turn 12. She comes from a slum in Goa. When she was like around 6 or 7 years old, she's been working as a maid in different houses. And you know, she had to feed children who are older to her. You know, feed them, clean the house. You know, these people used to abuse her so badly physically. What she did was she ran away from the house. She just ran away, and now what she's doing is she's 18, and she helps the children teaching in the afternoons. Morning she goes to help the teachers in the school, sort of a trainee so it's really wonderful to see her life from the time she began, and you know what has happened to her.
It's very easy to be overwhelmed when you go over there and you see miles and miles of corrugated iron and people scrounging a living off rubbish dumps, and it's very humbling. You think, well, what's the point? But then you look at the individual children and you see what a difference it makes to them. That's when it's all very worthwhile, and who knows where what it will lead to. And I'm hopeful that we're not just looking after children individually, but bringing up children who can make a real difference in their country as well. One of the things that I feel very passionate about is that it should stay an intimate charity, and one in which people should feel they can get involved not just with money, but with whatever other talents they've got. And for example, we have people have been out as volunteers to the charity, whether it's as a family or individuals, and it's been, we've had students go out, we've had mothers of children who've just left the family go out and help. So I think it's very important that it does stay intimate. So specifically, there are 3 ways that people can help. One is we do need to raise funds to expand the operations, to buy the land and to build some more houses. We're also looking to get all the children sponsored. Most of them are currently sponsored, but there will always be a need to take on more. And it's amazing how far money goes. A relatively small amount of money here looks after them completely, and I'm always amazed by how far money goes. So it's giving money, it's sponsorship, and also volunteering in whatever capacity.